Batten down the hatches and get ready to weather the storm. You're in the eye of the hurricane. Schuylkill Haven Hurricane Brayden Fasnacht shares a player point of view that you won't find anywhere else.
What's up? Welcome back to In the Eye of the Hurricane with Brayden Fasnacht. I'm your Schuylkill Haven quarterback. To my left here is Chase Williams. Chase Williams, a junior who plays both sides of the football a little bit, plays right tackle, and he plays on the defensive line as well. Talk a little about what it's like to play both sides of the ball on a Friday night.
It's great, man. Takes a lot of energy, takes a lot of passion, but it's not a better feeling than coming off the field after playing both ways with the win. So,
of course. And then so leading back into that win that we had last Friday, homecoming night at home at Schuylkill Haven, a little bit of a rainy game as well. Just a couple of questions for you. Just talk a little about the atmosphere and all the details and like your perspective of that game.
Dude, the atmosphere was amazing here at home. We got some of the best fans around. I mean, you can't ask for a better game. Stands were packed. Everybody was loud. You know, when Nico Karastia is breaking off a big run, you can hear it. You feel it. You can feel it. It's just a great feeling.
And he's bouncing all those touchdowns just because of you guys up there. And that was a key reason why I wanted to bring some of our linemen on the show to talk a little about their perspective and stuff. Another question for you, Chase, is what was it like to get that win at home on homecoming night at home, you know, in front of the best fans that we have around in a little town that could? Just talk a little about what it was like just to get a win in front of them.
It was amazing. You had, I think it was alumni night for the cheerleaders. Dude, stands were packed. It was amazing. Coming off the field, hard fought win. I mean, everybody was picking us to lose, and we just showed them wrong. It was great.
Yeah, and obviously T102 game of the week as well. You know, a lot of people were there, you know, tuning in. Just a lot of big factors into that. Just super on both sides of the ball as well. We're making tons of plays, and, you know, I was just super proud of us as a team as well. I thought we came together. You know, we made it super close, though. I mean, we could have put them away there, 34-12, I think the score was. But, you know, we kept it close a little bit. But, you know, that happens. We shoot ourselves in the foot sometimes. But, you know, that's what we got to capitalize on as well. So what can you as a player take away from that game in particular?
You can take away a bunch of good reps. I mean, that was a great team. What, the best, most physical defense in the county? I mean, you're not gonna get better work than that. So, I mean, you just gotta take your beatings there.
Of course. And then to bounce off of that, just that response that you had is like talk a little bit about like what that matchup was inside, like in the box offensively and defensively. They're obviously tough. I saw a little bit, but I can only see so much. So just talk a little about what it was like.
It was big on big in the trenches, man. I mean, we got big dudes, they had big dudes, so it was just a battle of who wanted it more. And in the end, we wanted it more than they did. So
yeah, of course. And then, you know, looking ahead, that Hurricanes, obviously, we go to Marion on Friday at 7 p.m.
Yep.
Week 7 now it is. So Hurricanes are 5-1 now. Just talk a little about what we're, you know, looking forward to for that game, because obviously every game is going to be super crucial for us.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to coming out of there with a win. We want to obviously leave Marion 6-1. So we gotta get better from what we were last week. We gotta fix some little stuff, but other than that, man, we just got to keep the train rolling through.
Yeah, and obviously last year, you know, we went up there week 1 and you know, ended up losing. I think it was 27-0.
Big loss, yeah.
So obviously we have some, you know,
got some redemption.
Yep, of course.
Got some bad blood there. So
yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Yeah,
so,
me too.
So again, looking at up to the Marion game, is how important would you say that each and every game, not only Marion coming up, we got Marion coming up, Pine Grove, I believe, after that, and then Nativity and Tri-Valley. Just talk a little about what that, you know, stretch is like, what we have coming up in the future.
I mean, every game this year is big. We got a lot to prove this year, a lot to defend. I mean, I think losing in the district championship last year made just everybody want it so much more. So, I mean, we just got to take it 1 week at a time, win by win, and just pick everybody off.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, so obviously we talked about that a little bit, but, you know, obviously this Marion game's coming up really quick. It's going to be a big week of practice as well. A little bit about, I didn't really get to talk about it when I was starting this, but talk a little bit about like what our game preparation looks like, you know, whether we're in the weight room or practice, stuff like that, what we kind of do a little bit.
So usually we have Saturdays off if we play Friday night. Sunday we'll come in, get a lift in, watch some film, or we'll have a small offensive practice, just helmets and cleats, just going through everything if we have any changes to make. Monday nights we have lift right after school, and then we'll practice with the JV team right before their game. They'll leave, and then we'll lift afterwards. Tuesdays, we usually have defense. So we'll get out in the field. We'll lift before, get out in the field, have an hour or two defensive practice, do some indie work, some team, put some new skills in or whatever. Whatever we got to do, we'll get it done. Wednesday night, we lift after school. Then we have another 2-hour practice of defense. And then going into Thursday, we have a walkthrough right after school, and then we have our team meal that night. And then that's when you start hydrating, getting ready for the game.
Yeah, it's obviously a big week for us. A lot of people don't know that we improve with the weight room a lot each and every day. Besides our walkthrough days, and a lot of teams are like, why would we do that? But like Coach Farr as well, he provides that for us to get bigger, faster, stronger. Especially when November comes, when that crunch time comes for sure. But a couple question just for you, Chase, is what is the certain reason why you wear the number that you wear, number 76?
So I wear the number 76 because my dad played football when he was in high school, and he wore number 76. And so when I first started playing in like second grade, I naturally wanted to wear the number he did because I've always looked up to my dad. He's a great guy, and so that's why I wear number 76.
Well, that's actually a great answer. I also wear, the number 3 just to represent, all the cousins wear the same number. So you got to, keep that going, especially as a senior. But, as a player playing for Coach Farr for 3 years now for you, what's it like to be, a player for Coach Farr and playing for him every Friday?
It's amazing. He's one of the best coaches, if not the best coach in Pennsylvania. And, it shows. There's nothing like it. He pushes you, he's on you, but you need that. You need that from a coach, and it's great. You can see by our line, like, he's been on us. We have 3 3-year starters and 2 4-year starters. So, we know what we're doing, but we couldn't have been where we're at if he wasn't on us the first 4 years. So.
And looking back over the summer as well, obviously the offensive linemen, they would push the 5-man sled, not only just on our practice field, but they would also push that up the sled. What's that, drill a little like you guys pushing the sled up the
hill?
Up the hill, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. That takes it takes everything you got. You're pushing that thing up, and you're hitting parts of the leg. Parts of your leg are sore. You didn't even know could get sore. But, it's great work. You can see third quarter, we're tired, but we still got legs to go. We're still pushing, so it worked a lot.
Yeah. Well, all right, Chase. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show. I do really appreciate it. We're super excited for week 7 to come upon us. The season's coming super quick.
Yeah.
Week 7's already here. We're already talking about postseason. It's insane. But thanks for coming on with us
no problem.
In the eye of the hurricane of not only myself but Chase Williams as well.
This is how we roll. 100,000 in my pocket.